Never do axiography with the patient's head on a headrest.
Because you lose part of the diagnostic,
Yes.
right? So now I see this chronally, so I know that is cervical, that is exactly the same point. And then for that point, the patient starts to close, that is trying to get to a good position, but the disc is displaying here. So he has two clicks. So this click here, he's losing the disc, and he recapture, and then he come back to the bite. Like we can diagnostic seeing these lines without seeing a CBCT, how is the occlusion of the patient, based in the velocity and whatever happened with this discrepancy of the lines. Here, for instance, is the open and closing, and that makes that the mandible is clicking to this side. We need to identify what is the opening and what is the closing. So when the patient has this discrepancy, we don't know if the patient has an anterior displacement of the disc or a middle displacement. You asked me to, this is really advanced, I'm telling you. So to make differential diagnostic for here, you need to see protrusive trajectories. Because the differential diagnostic into anterior displacement of the disc or middle displacement of the disc is the way that the protrusive goes. So always the mandible, it will display to the side that has the problem. So if I have a joint problem here, my mandible always gonna switch to that side.
Please, protrusion.
Protrusion. And the protrusion is going, let's see, can you see for the top?
Just a moment. I think, yeah. You have seen the glitch? It's because I switched on computer tomography here. So from the top?
And remove the open model. And if you see when the patient made the protrusive is going to this side, then it cash to this side. So it's not the same pathway that the mandible, so what is happening is the differential diagnostic between anterior displacement of the disc and middle displacement is the protrusive. If the patient curved to the same side in protrusive that goes in maximum opening, is going to be an anterior displacement of the disc in the side that you have the problem. But if it goes to the opposite side, it's a middle displacement. But to understand that, you need to understand that the disc is like a helmet that can move like this direction, because the disc is a helmet attached to the condyle in two parts that is called the collateral ligament, and it makes this movement, and then the disc will glide in protrusive. So if it's anterior displacement, the disc is here, and it will trap, so it's like I'm trying to move my shoulders, and this shoulder get trapped, so this one will move. But in protrusive, in the middle displacement, you will find out that is the opposite side, that the disc is here between. So it's pulling my condyle, my entire jaw to this side. So when I try to protrude, the mandible is mandatory that it shifts to the other side. This is too advanced for that.
You know what is here? The flag deported.
Oh. So,
because we're trying to record it chewing. And I was putting something inside and touched the flag. So if we have time tomorrow, if you're interested, I can show you the interview with this patient, because his complaints has nothing to do with his bite. Юджин, ты готов?
Да, давай.
То есть заполняю паузу, заполняю.
Нет, а я что, я тебя жду.
А, я тебя жду.
Нет, время потом будет.
Окей. So, панас.
Сейчас тогда мы разберем, как мы собираем диагностику.
Сейчас. Вот этот панас. Please. The floor is yours. Okay, guys, your headsets, please, again.
Так, у нас есть аксиография,
So we have
есть
axiography,
индивидуальные модели,
we have individual models,
томография
CBCT,
и диагностика положений.
and position diagnostics.
И мы с нуля собираем новую
And
диагностику.
we'll start new diagnostics from the scratch, from zero. Can you hear fine? It's okay?
Галочкой мы отмечаем томографию,
With the
модели,
activity box, we
axiography,
use axiography,
и новое
CBCT,
положение.
position diagnostics.
Когда мы подводим диагностики,
when we apply the diagnostics,
они пока будут у нас не выровнены,
they will be not matched and aligned yet.
и нам нужно между собой это все
And we
сопоставить.
have to align it between each other.
Сначала мы привязываем все к компьютерной томографии, потому что
We have to match it
компьютерная
with the
томография будет нашим индивидуальным
because
артикулятором.
our computer tomography will be our individual articulator.
Модели аксиографии пока убираем, они нам не нужны.
So we can hide from the screen the models.
И
and
приступаем
that's
к расстановке точек
And
с
right now we
фалометрией.
are going to the placement of the basic points.
Это то, что сейчас работает в автоматическом режиме.
That's what works right now in automatic mode.
Но мы пройдем в ручном режиме, чтобы вы понимали, какие точки нужно ставить
We'll do it
обязательно.
in manual mode right now so you understand
И
what
для
points
чего
are
они нужны.
required to place and why we need them.
Значит, первый
The
пункт
first,
– это базовая цифалометрия.
this is called basic cephalometrics.
Базовая цифалометрия всего 7
Basic
точек.
cephalometrics comprised of only 7 points.
Это то, что вы, в принципе, будете завтра делать.
That's what we will do
Сегодня
tomorrow.
мы просто обзорно пройдем, как это
Today we'll just
делать.
discuss how to do that.
Так. Значит, резцовая точка верхней челюсти
Incisal point, upper jaw,
ставится в области режущего края,
place it on the incisal edge of the upper incisor.
на медиальном крае,
The medial corner,
либо зуба 1.1, либо 2.1.
it's either 1-1 or 2-1, it doesn't matter.
Нижняя резцовая точка.
The lower incisal edge.
Ее иногда бывает поставить тяжело, потому что есть перекрытие,
Sometimes it's hard to point it because there is overbite.
и мы не видим вершину режущего
And
края
we don't
нижних
see the
резцов.
incisal edge of the lower incisor.
Для этого
For
можно
that,
компьютерную томографию
to
в правом меню по диапазону
right
скорректировать.
menu, you can correct the
Это
range.
коррекция по X диапазону.
You can correct the range on X
Мы
range.
срезаем по межрезцовой линии,
So we
компьютерную
make the
томографию,
cut until the interincisal line.
разворачиваем,
We rotate the CBCT.
видим режущий край нижних резцов
And here we see the incisal edge of the lower incisor.
и на вершине ставим точку.
And on the incisal edge, we put a point, a mark it.
Можно также это сделать,
Also, you can do that.
срезать по Y диапазону,
You can also make the cut in a wide range.
развернуть компьютерную
You
томографию
can rotate the CBCT
и изнутри поставить
and
точку.
put it from the inside on the incisal edge.
Следующие точки – точки протетической
The
плоскости.
next points are prosthetic points, prosthetic plane.
Точки ставятся в области маляров,
They are placed on molars,
верхней челюсти.
upper jaw.
Чаще всего ставятся либо на первом, либо на втором маляре.
Often we put it either on first or second molar,
На мезиальном щечном бугре,
on a mesial buccal cusp,
прямо на
Need to be
вершине бугра.
symmetric.
on a cusp. Они должны быть симметричны, не обязательно.
Не обязательно, можно
Not necessary to be
симметрично.
symmetric. What is better visualized?
И
On the tip of
противоположную
the cusp.
точку.
And the same ideas on the contralateral side. So tip of the mesial buccal cusp.
Следующие точки – суставные точки.
Next points are condyle points.
Суставные точки ставятся на вершине сустава
Condyle points are placed on the tip of the condyle
для того, чтобы более четко увидеть сустав.
in order to